Tonight we have an exclusive story following that deadly fire in Southington over the weekend. Well, we now know that a teenage girl died in that fire, and now it's being treated as a homicide. News 8's Erin Logan was with that girl's grieving father when that information from the medical examiner came out. Erin, what tough news to hear.
Absolutely, and I spent a while with 19-year-old Kristen Milano's father this afternoon as he talked and cried his heart out about his unexpected loss. He says he was watching News 8 yesterday morning when he learned about the fire at her Southington apartment complex, but he never expected his daughter would be taken from him. As pictures of this Southington fire flashed across Michael Milano's television screen Sunday morning, he was panicked.
And I said, "Oh my God." I said, "No, that's their house."
His ex-wife and a few of his children called this destroyed apartment at Summer Brook home. He immediately made phone calls to make sure they were safe.
And they thought everybody was okay, but because they didn't know Kristen was sleeping in her room.
It wasn't until a few hours later that he learned only his son and his ex-sister-in-law were the only two that made it out. His 19-year-old daughter, Kristen, didn't. His relative, a state trooper, broke the devastating news to him in person.
He said, "Michael, there's one other thing." He said, "Kristen died." And I almost dropped.
His ex-wife wasn't home at the time the fire broke out.
She's very hysterical and, devastated. She lost everything.
For a day and a half, Michael hasn't stopped wondering why.
I heard something about a firecracker, maybe.
Police won't make any comments about this investigation or any comments about the medical examiner's office ruling Kristen's death a homicide.
I know what they talk about, heartache, because it feels like my heart was in a vice and just got crushed. You know? It's terrible.
A very emotional day for this family as the news came out from the medical examiner's office, as we mentioned, ruling Kristen's death a homicide. Coming up at 6, more of this emotional interview from this devastated dad as he prepares to say goodbye to his daughter. Darren and Ann, back to you.